people have done. So what I've done is I came here. Now look, there's all kinds of people here just messing with me, you know. And I think that's the sad thing about people. They're I don't know. Let me change that. Alright, rude players, man. I mean, I love the game. I came here to mind my own business and catch my... Now there's two people here on top of me. They got a whole damn pond here to fish in. And now there's two guys here just crowding me out of my area where I'm fishing. I mean, how pathetic is that, man? You know, I mean, that's just plain ridiculous, man. People shouldn't do that, man. You should stay away from other players. I don't bother nobody when I play the game. I go on my own, do my own. But then people will just come and crowd you out, man, just because they're jealous, lazy, and it's just very unsportsmanlike to do that to other players. If you know them, they invite you, that's one thing, man. But when they just come and barge in on your life, man. Like, see, both these guys came here way after I did, all because I was catching fish here. That's one reason I don't like online, because it's terrible. So what I thought about doing is going to my options and looking at my privacy. See, so here's what I'm going to start doing, turning off my ID. I'm going to start turning off my ID so people can't see me. You know? So when you do that, they won't be able to see that you caught a fish. Because that's what these people do. They'll see someone catch a fish, they'll look for you online. They'll simply go to the map and start looking for you. And you know, they'll start coming and jumping all over you and trying to crowd you out, man. That's how people are, man. They don't care about nobody but themselves. That's so disrespectful. They come here and just crowd me out of my fishing area where I'm fishing. You got a whole map here, and yet they still want to come and crowd you out, man. It'd be nice if it was a friend or something. Say, hey, man, can I come here and fish with you? Yeah, man, you got a whole lake here. I mean, there's like a whole acre lake here, a pond that we can fish in, and you don't have to be right on top of me, man. You know. But that's just plain rudeness. You know, that's the sad thing. The game's fun, don't get me wrong. About online, it's just the fact that people are so rude. You know, I came here to catch this gold ore trout, which I did catch. I came here to complete a challenge, and I was minding my own business. And you know, I don't like to bother other people when so what it was, I came here to catch my own business, you know. So yeah, I came here to catch my own, what was it? I know it's here. Anyhow, right here. I came right here to catch my own fish. It's a gold rank ore trout, and you know, people just, so they all laughed. as they should. They finally couldn't catch no fish, so they left. It's because they don't know what they're doing. They're new players, and you know that's the thing about people. They just want to be rude. You know, it'd be one thing if they wanted to add you and say, "Hey, can you show me how to fish and help me?" I don't mind that, but when they come and start crowding you in your location, that's just pretty sad, man. No offense against anybody, but I think you just need to respect other people's boundaries and not crowd in on them, you know? It's like Hunter Call the Wild. That's why I don't hunt much online, because people are like that. You kill a few deer and they're right on top of you trying to steal your kills, claim your kills. That's what I don't like about online hunting. And that's what I don't like about online access. That's the only terrible thing about this. Now, they should have made this game. I like the game. The only fault I see that they should have done away with the Apex online. They should have just put it like Hunter Call the Wild, where you could go online and play. If you want to join their Apex, so be it. You can get extra goodies. But don't stop people from playing online if you know, because you know. I think that's the only mistake they made, Expensive World made on this game. You got to join Apex just to be online. I think that's kind of, I don't know. I don't like that. I think it'd been nicer if they would have, you know, because I don't care for the marketing idea to use your email to sell your name. And I don't know if that's what they're doing or not, but that's a big fish right there. But I don't like giving out my email for people to sell my information. I mean, they say they don't, but other than that, you know, still you kind of wonder about it, you know. I just don't like to give out my info, you know. So what I'm trying to do, my friends, so I made it to level 25, so good. I've unlocked a few good heavy rods that I can buy. I'm looking to buy a real good bait caster and over 20 pound line. So now that I've got that, I can go back to her and get that after catching our fish here. So at least they left finally. They didn't catch anything anyhow. I mean, only thing they did is come here and troll me. They were nice enough. They were saying nice catch and all that, but still, respect other people's boundaries. Just don't come in there and crowd them. I had a guy the other day, I was fishing, he started ramming me with the boat. How rude is that? One guy, I was catching some big walleye, 10, 12 pounders over there. He absolutely done everything to stop me on dock. Finally, what did he do? This moron gets a boat on purpose, starts revving it up right in front of me. It glitches me right out of the game. So I'm telling you, this is going to be a bad thing about this game online. People just absolutely being horses behinds, and that's what destroys online game. This is a big fish. I think I got like 11 pound line, 12 pound line, maybe 15. This is a good sized fish. I mean, he's a nice, maybe he's a diamond. I'd laugh if he's a diamond. Oh, it is a big one. It's a another gold orid. Wow. That's almost as big as the other one. Not quite. But another big gold orid. Nice. On a worm. And what I caught that on is a 5 hook. So you're talking big game fish. See, when you're using them big hooks, that'll let you catch the big fish, man. You know, so when you use them worms on that, you know any fish you catch. Now this has a potential to even catch diamond. So don't forget, if there's a diamond orid in here, I will catch him on this hook, because this number 5 will catch a diamond. And we're probably talking about, you know, so I'm glad you got to see that gold orid. And the place I'm at is right here, just south of this, what is it, Silver Strand, I guess it is. Silver Strand. Then come down Lookout Tower. west. Now I'm a boss moved here. Now there is trout and red trout here, but there's potential diamonds everywhere. This is a hot spot, and this is a hot spot right here. This place here is a hot spot. I think this lake is a good lake for trout, and of course these places is good places for trout. I think this is a good place for diamonds right here. I think the other day I seen a guy catch a diamond here, so I usually make note of that. There's usually places I catch diamonds and seen diamonds. Right here's another diamond spot right here. Oh, well, let me look. Let's look at the fish we've caught. I haven't caught a diamond yet, but I know I caught a diamond walleye or a diamond sauger. I caught a diamond sauger on my other account right over here by this dock. Hence, that's why there's a blue marker here. I caught that at nighttime. I caught the diamond trout. So I just caught him right off the dock of maybe about 46 feet, probably toward the middle. So that was a nice fish, I will say. Now, way I got this set up right now to catch a diamond orid, if there's one here in this pond, I'll catch him because I got the number 5 hook. But if you want to catch all your fish, just use a 7, and you will still catch gold. You'll still catch bronze. You'll still catch a silver fish, and even some of your juveniles. So it's better for your money, I think, in the long run. But if you're using that 5-odd hook, you're not going to catch no little fish with it. And that's the only drawback. You'll be setting a long time. It's not good for streaming. But you know, rude players play, and they shouldn't be doing that to other players. You know, I don't bar people. I'm not one to. He caught a 10-pound gold orid trout himself. See, he completed the challenge, but I didn't even get that challenge. So golden trout, 7 silvers. I've caught them before. Whoa, that'd be a hard diamond crappie. Alright, so let's see what our next challenge would be. As you know, I started this area here. That'll be hard to do, silver strand. So there's the next challenge right there. Did you see that? Silver strand, shoot, I did it again. So silver strand. There's a challenge right down here below this lake in the third part to go back there and look for a lake. So see, here comes another big fish. I'm telling you, it's a monster. It's a monster. Oh yeah, see, he stopped me dead from reeling. I mean, I got a heavy line, man. And there was a bigger one there. So there could be another potential diamond in here. I'm just saying there's probably a diamond in it. That probably ain't as big. Just a silver. So see, I'm still catching silvers, gold. So there's probably a diamond in this big pond too. I seen a bigger one in the shadows. So let's throw that out there again in the same spot, because there could be a potential diamond in there. Lurking around. I'm just saying there's probably a potential diamond in there. So the last few fish I caught is this silver, gold, silver, gold, several gold, silver, see. And they've all been right in this shallow pond, deep pond, shallow. You know, so there's that gold. So I've caught several gold trout. That was a nice fish there. That was definitely a nice fish right there that I just caught. And if you want to see what type of rod, here's the size line I got. 15-pound line. But the reels aren't that great, you know what I mean? So the reels I'm using are them kind of reels, and Beltas and the others. So they're not the best in the world. There's a fish there, see? It's probably a silver. Usually they'll bang it a couple times and boom, and they'll take off. But that was a bigger fish there earlier that I see. Yeah, this is just a silver ord, I believe, or probably an ord silver. There seems to be a lot of them in this pond. I mean, I'm just catching them for fun, you know? Yeah, I thought that was a silver. The worms draw the silver ords. Alright, let's don't cast out as far. Yeah, like 56 feet or something. How about 40 something? There was one right there that swam up from the bottom. So if you look at their stats, the ord, they're sun lovers, those jumpers, and they are easily spooked. So they're a pretty cool fish. You know, the golden trout are kind of cool too. So they're catching some tiger muskie. That's probably a big one. Yeah, that's a big one. I can't reel him, see. He's a pretty hefty fish. He's probably a 6-8 pounder maybe. Maybe bigger. He came in, I don't know, he came in awful easy. No, it's just a silver, but man, he fought hard. Wow, $5.89. But it gave me 85 credits, so you can level up with a big hook if you got the patience. And you know the silvers will definitely give you some money, because look, I'm up to 9,800 bucks already. But I like doing all the challenge. This will be the next challenge I do. And then that place, I know where that is. That's you know where that is? That is, I'll tell you exactly where that is. Gold rank rainbow trout, you know where that is? I'll show you exactly where that is. That gold rank rainbow trout fishing is right here to see over through here to see that. We'll check that out in a little bit and see if that's true. But that's awesome to catch these big fish, you know. Let's cast it out again, see if we can't find that big one. I know he's here. I know there's a diamond in here, man. I mean, I just feel there's a diamond in this pond, potential diamond or a trout in this pond. And the way to catch or to determine if you just want to go after a targeted fish, dang, there he is already. Oh, and it's a big one too. See, he stopped me dead. I'm not worried about him breaking my line. Diamond might stress it a little bit, but he's probably a silver. Yeah, he's not stressing like. Yeah, that's probably a silver. He wasn't putting up much of a fight, but it's good XP. It's 76 and 92. I mean, you can't complain. That's a 6.8. That's close to being gold. I'm tickled by that. So let's just switch around a little bit. Yeah, that looks like a good cast. 53 feet out, kind of in the middle of this area. Let's see if there's one here. So, like I said, on that hand bill, your golden trout, I've caught a silver one, but that rainbow trout is a beast. That rainbow is a mean one. 13-pound spinner, pearl barley. Use pearl barley only on that 6 hook and you'll catch them. I've caught several gold in here. I've even caught the silver coney. I mean, I've seen people, but I ain't had the game that long. I just bought it the 1st of September. When it first released, I bought it. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to play this. Here's another big fish, I bet you. Now, Usually the first, second time they dink, he's not too big. At least he don't feel big. To me, could be a bass too. I mean, it's a small fish. So see, it's a silver ord. It's just a small ord. But you will catch silvers on a 5/0 hook. No big deal, you know. But I can fish like this all day, man, and make money. I don't care. I want to get some money, cause I'm saving up money to buy the big reel. So yeah, I just hit over 10 grand. So there went a fish that just jumped right there, a pretty good sized fish. But you know, it's 1600, so it's starting to get toward the evening. Now my next fishing will be, I think that's right in here, I think. But I got to go up here and explore this area, so. The good thing about trout, most of them will ting the thing, so if you're off. So look, right there, I'm definitely going to buy a different rod. Definitely going to go to the bait caster realm. See, they're both Veltas, the ones I got. They're nothing good to have. I mean, I can buy a better one now, so. I'm definitely going to get the blue bait caster, the one where I can cast 20, up to 16 to 20 pound line. I wish I could do both of them in bait casting, and I'm probably just going to buy a heavy spin cast and buy a heavier, faster rod. A rod that can handle the heavy fish. That's probably what I want to do. But this, you know, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to rant about people playing. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying have a little respect for your fellow person's fishing. You know, if you know them and that's one thing, they invite you to come over, that's one thing. But if you just rudely come up and crowd people out of their places, that's not good. That's not good, people doing that. I mean, people need to respect other players, regardless of anything. You know, it just ruins the whole online experience. I'm not here. I mean, this is a whole lake. They can go on the other side and cast over to me. It don't bother me. But when you come right next to me and just stand right with me and fish, that don't set well. I don't like that. You know, and there's no voice capability on this game, but oh, there's a big fish. Did you see that fish right there? That was a big fish. Did you see that swirl? I've seen the shadow of him. He was nice. I don't think he even wants my lure worm. That could be even a diamond rainbow. So maybe I should have put on eggs. I wish I had a number 6 hook and eggs. That'd be a ticket too. Have number 6. And when you ever see a diamond caught, look them up who it is and put a marker where they're at. You at least know there's a diamond, that diamond species there. So, legendaries are active. I don't know where they're at. I've not seen any. I've seen them caught online, but I've mainly the catfish. I ain't got the equipment to catch any of the big fish, so I'm not really worried about trying to catch Big Larry or the big bass or the big lake trout. I'm not interested in breaking my line because what I got, this system's too little. There it comes. So it's either a silver or, oh, if he starts stripping my line, I know he's big. Nah, this is just a nice size fish. Yeah, this is not a big fish. It's probably just a silver ord. Yeah, if they start pulling out my line, then that's time to say, hey, that's a big one. Now it could be a gold. It could be a big fish. You know, could be. But it's probably a silver. It is. It's a silver ord, 6.84 pound. We're looking good. So nice. We're making a lot of cash too, man. So I think I'm going to go over here and try that out. Try to get me a bait caster. I'll sell one of my outfits, get rid of it. So what's the point, right? Because I want a bait caster with some heavy duty. so I can cast and catch bigger muskies and bigger fish. You know what I mean? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my reel here. I'm just going to break it down. That's all you got to do.
Salutations.
Salutations.
Beautiful day we're having.
So what I'm going to do
right
is go in to buy the rod I want, which will be this one. That's a heavy rod. A lot of money, but that's what you got to get. And see, here's the rod now that'll be my rod for a long time. And the line is, I'll buy the fluorocarbon, probably 22-pound line. So let's set this monster up and see if that's it. If that'll make me happy. Okay? So we're going to set up my bait caster. We're going to set it up, and yes, I can put 22-pound line. Now we're ready to catch some heavy-duty fish. So I wonder if I can set. Now I wonder if I can sell that. Sell what I had there. Wait a minute. So let's break them both down. I think what I need to do is break them both down and get rid of them both.
Name your poison.
So let's go ahead and throw them in the storage. And we'll throw these reels in the storage. And then we'll go here and see if she can sell them. Can't sell either one of them, can I? That's weird. Alright. So, alright. Well, I'll figure it out later, I guess. So let's find a nice rod to buy. So this is a nice thin rod. It's pretty good. I mean, it ain't bad. It's a moderately fast 6-8 footer. But this one will hold more. Man, I ain't got that much money. Extra heavy, moderate. Let's see what kind of reels I'm. Oh yeah, I can buy this one. And the rod, I can probably get by with this. Yeah, I can probably get by with that. So let's see what kind of line we can use. I'm gonna try the 20. I don't know if I can buy that or not, but we'll try it. I mean, we'll try that. It's looking good. Yes. Oh no, it's only gonna let me use 15-pound. Really? You dog. So really,
what piques your interest?
let's try to sell that line in. Okay, well, let's sell this. Nothing to get overexcited by. Alright, now we need to go into our storage. Go to your storage and just go to your line and just simply put that out, okay? Now let's go back to our tackle system and let's set this baby up. So see, I can't use 22-pound line on it. So we can't set this up yet. So we're definitely going to have to sell that line. That line's just too big. So it's a 22-pound line. Storage. Try to. I'd like to try to sell one of them. Oh. We can sell that. There's no price on that, is there? No price on that. Huh. Alright. I think I got ripped off, but
here's what I've got.
Yeah, no doubt. So yeah. All right. So I think I might be able to get by with. I don't want to do 15. I'll try the 17 and say I'm right. Let's just see if I'm right, if it'll allow me to do that. 17's good. So see, we can use 17. Yeah, so see, we got 17 on now. A little better rod, up to 8 pounds. So that's good. So I would love to, be able to get rid of that other junk. Oh, I would love to be able to get rid of that. And them. Or probably that ain't allow me to sell it. The architect, I can't do nothing about buckwheat. Let's see if I can't sell that buckwheat. Huh.
Get your gear here.
Eventually I'll be able to use that. I want a 6 and an 8 too. If I can afford to buy a 6 and an 8. I got a 6 and an 8. That's good. That gets me up to pretty good shape. Baits, I'm looking pretty good really. Probably need to buy some more of these worms. Floats, I'm good on floats. Jig heads, I don't really use them. I mean, they're okay, don't get me wrong. That ain't my thing. I mean, if it's your thing, that's your thing. Good enough for me, I don't care. But yeah, we got pretty much all the lures and stuff unlocked. I can't wait to use the number 3 here on salmon. There's the number 3, but you know, a 2-aught frog is what you catch the big boy on right there, on the big bass. The spoons, I'd be nice right there. You can probably use that right there and catch them big salmon or lake trout. I mean. Jerkbaits, big muskies, love them. So, yeah, so lines. We got this now, so, alright. Well, we're good now. We can go over that spot. Well, let's just go over there and see what it is all about. So, remember I said this is the spot you need to be to catch that gold? So, let's fast travel right here and see. I will tell you, when you first teleport here, you run around on this little boat where the first little place is, you can catch a dandy. A dandy. You can catch a dandy fish. So when you run out on the lake here, just run around to the left here. This first house, there's like an old rock or a boat. Just run around and you'll see that there's a collectible on it. I think I've already grabbed it. But there'll be, usually there's letters and notes around every house, but it's on this right here, rock. Well, it looks like a boat. It is an old boat, so it's on this boat, like an otter or something. So make sure you get that. And we're finding the Silver Ridge Strand Meadow map quest. So I believe it's right down there at the second house. I believe that's where it is. Just from looking, you'll see right there that square. This ain't it, but it's down here. Trust me. You'll know it'll be like a picture will snap or something. And listen for humming and whistling and stuff, cause that's a good sign. So far it ain't clicked, has it? Oh, it might have been up there. It might have been at this house. If there's a dock, but I don't see no dock. Did you notice the picture? It had a dock. Well, let's look at the picture. Silver Strand, yeah. Oh, and there is a chair. Was there a chair there? Yeah, there is a chair. See it? Yeah, see? Yeah, see, it's telling me. Yeah, so try to see what the picture looks like. So it looks like part of the chair and part of the house. Why ain't it snapping? There it went. Sometime now we got to catch a gold rainbow trout. So the way to catch a gold rainbow is you want to look at your journal. You want to go to the rainbow trout section. You want to see what they like. They like pearl barley. So let me give you a little nickel advice. If you're going to use the rod, pearl barley, I recommend you using the every bit of the 7-hook at least, and using maybe even a 5, but using pearl barley just like that, because that way you know anything you catch is going to be that trout. Look at the size of that. What do you mean, buddy? So alright, let me go in there and see my options, what I've done. For some reason I can't cast. Okay. On, hold. I can't cast. Oh.
We're here to fish, not be fish.
Alright, remember, I got a pearl barley on. We're looking for a gold rain rainbow, gold rank rainbow trout. I think I'll bring it in a little bit more. Let's bring it into about 100. So you know if any trout comes out, it's going to be the rainbow, because the rainbow specifies pearl barley. None of the trout like pearl barley. Yeah, see, the pearl barley is one of the top foods of that and dough ball. But we got to catch a gold. I have caught gold. There is some big ones. And I'd say they're in here. Trust me. Need something to catch a diamond in here. Remember, anytime you put the pearl barley on, that's all you're going to catch is rainbow. And since I got a 7 hook, I believe that's a gold. Now, what's the other thing that he likes? So if you go to the rainbow there and hit it, he's a sun lover, so remember, they like red worm too, so pearl barley, dough ball, marshmallows, red worm, hot dog. But they love spinners, so if you want to try your luck with spinners, just simply go down to my favorite, my bait caster, which he ain't gonna break that. And I can probably use the 6 and catch him fly. And we're just gonna take a big long cast up there. Not a very long far cast, but far enough, you know what I mean? The bad thing about a 6 is you're only going to catch big fish. Silvers and higher. And a few golds. And there's a big one. That's a big fish right off the bat. I don't know if it is or not. It's just a small one. See, it's a bronze, so that's not true. You can catch a big rainbow on a spinner. So I'm going to try to get my accessible cast going, because I'll tell you why. That's what I like. You know what I mean? There we go. I love that. I love that cast. So here we go. We're looking for the gold rainbow. Slow it down just a little bit. I like to keep it anywhere from 3 to 1 foot depth, the yellow. Sometimes I'll slow down and stop and let it sink a little bit. There's one on. I tell you, if I catch that gold, you'll know it. Now that I got this heavier line, you know, it's going to be hard to tell. So yeah, that's another bronze. So let's put the 6, I'm going to put the 7 on. I don't know, my friends. I just don't know. I just don't know about that. I'm just going to do a 7. I think it'd be a far more challenge. At least you'll catch more fish, you know? Let's let that thing sink a little bit too. So I can reel a little faster. I like the bait caster. I mean, this is 22-pound line. This is good for musky. And the fluorocarbon will stretch. The bad thing about the braided, or dacron they call it. Some guys call it dacron. That braided line usually will not stretch, and it will stretch a little bit, but it's a cloth type, and it will. That's not a very big fish. It's not even pulling. So, but that's okay. We're catching. That's an ored bronze. We don't care. We're catching fish. That's all it counts. All I care about is catching fish. Let that fill up and just sling that baby out there about 120 feet. I might just use pearl barley on a bobber. And that's a little bigger fish. He's pulling 20. He's a little, nah, he ain't that big. It looks like a cutthroat to me. Yep, a bronze cutthroat. So you can catch about every fish conceivable with this. This is the only thing. You can catch every trout conceivable. But hey, if you want to make money and just cast, I mean, that's the way to do it, man. But for streaming, and you want to catch big fish, you may set a while, and you'd have to do a lot of edit because you may set a while before you even catch a fish. I may try to put a number 5 hook on and put a pearl barley on and throw it out there, see what happens. It may be a long wait though, but it would bring in the monster rainbow or even a 6. So we'll let him sink a little bit. Gold rainbow, I've caught them before. I mean, it's been a while. But like I say, you can spend that money real quick when you go buying poles and stuff. And I've caught them real close. I've caught them within 9-10 feet, just like boom now. So let's look at our other pole. Well, let's put it away. Let's see how big the hook is on that bait. So we got a 7, right? That's a pretty big hook. So we could just leave it on a 7. Oh, they like nightcrawler too. So that's ored. You know what? That's kind of a good idea. We can put on a 5 and put on a worm, because the oreds love worms. And do the rainbows love worm? Well, the only way you can find out is by reading. I think it did say worms. It does say red worm, so it's a favorite food. So rainbows love it, and cutthroats love it, and oreds love it. So that's good. We'll just give this heck of a cast out there in the middle and just let it set. 134 feet, roughly in the middle of the pond. So to see what happens, we'll just leave it right in the middle of the area. That'll draw fish from all over. That's a number 5 hook, so it will catch the bigger, but it'll catch the little ones too. We have caught little fish on that 5 hook. So, but it's more likely you'll catch the big fish. But they're already getting a bite. See, one just jumped right in front of me. And that fish has got some pretty good weight to it. Remember, we just upgraded my line 2 pound, and not too big, but not too little, because he's straining the rod a little bit. He's not really fighting too. It's not that big though. I figure a gold ored or a gold rainbow would be 10 to 12 pounds. This is not him. He is a pretty powerful fish, but it's not that big of a fish. I'm serious here. It's not that big of a fish, but it'll be a good. It'll be all good money in a way if he's jumping. So yeah, he's bringing it on in. I figure I'll be safe up around 75 feet. So yeah, he's coming. He's not fighting my drag at all, so you know he's a pretty big, pretty little fish. Yeah, I mean, if you want to get him in quicker, you can pump him. Yeah, I don't think he's very big at all. And look, he's a gold ored. Wow. So remember how hard it was for me before to bring in a gold ored? just by raising up my reel my line 2 pound. So that's what makes it worth it. That's good money right there now. That was pretty decent fish, I say so myself. I kind of really like that, man. That was really decent. That fish didn't hardly fight for gold. Now rainbow would have gave me more of a fight. I can bank on that. Looking good. That was cool to catch that gold ord. That was very cool to catch that gold ord. Now people will be running looking for me. Trying to come in and ruin my fun. But that was like nothing bringing in that gold ord. I guarantee you a rainbow will be 10 times harder. But truly, when you're home playing the game online multiplayer, please don't do that to people. There's a bite, another big one. Fighting about the same way, probably another silver or gold ord. He's actually a little less. Yeah, he's not, yeah, he's stopping it. Yeah, he's got some weight. He could be an 8 pound. He could be a gold ord, gold rain. I don't think he's a gold rainbow. I really don't think so. I got the stuff now to catch him big lake trout. Now I can go after big lake trout. Yes. We'll do that later. That's what I like to do is my challenges. And I like to spend a couple adding a very big fish at all. It looks like a lake trout, but or a rainbow, but he's not that big, is he? Yeah, he's not that big. He's probably just a silver. Yeah, he's not that big. He's not that big. He's just a silver. Yeah, he's not big. I didn't think he was very big. But hey, it's 84 credits, man. That all adds up. Man, I had up to $10,000 and blew it all just buying this bigger equipment. But now I can go after big fish. You know what I'm saying? Now I got the line to go after them big, the big old lake trout. Now I might buy me a number 4 or 5 spinner after I build up to $1,000 and go do that. Go after them lake trout. But, you know, this video is about fishing and having fun, not about crowding out people. You know, you got this whole map to go to, and you got 3,500 lakes to go fish. You don't have to get right on top of somebody where they're at and troll them. You know? That's what I'm saying. Be kind to one another, you know, be fair, and don't grab other people's game and hunt or call the wild. Don't do that, and try to stay away from people with your ATV and stay away from their hunt. Even if it's your map, try to have a little respect for other players. If you don't want to play online, don't play online, but try to have a little respect for other players. People don't respect other people. You know, they just don't care. People are selfish. You know, like I had the other day, I was fishing over here for I was over here in my hot spot fishing for rainbows and cutthroats right here, and darned if some guy didn't come here and keep jumping off the bridge into damn water, just on purpose, trying to scare the fish away. He couldn't figure out how to drive the vehicle down. He's trying to drive the vehicle to me, but he drove out there and kept jumping off the bridge. I go, what is wrong with these people? Are they idiots? I mean, I don't get it myself, why you want to troll people like that and mess around. I mean, do some people have mental issues? Absolutely. Are they that insane? Yeah, absolutely. People can be rude. And I don't think people should be rude to one another. Should have a little respect for people. How's there anybody going to respect people like that do that to other people? You know, people want to play and have fun with their friends. I wish they would make private rooms where you can join your own online multiplayer, create your own multiplayer map, invite your own friends. I think that'll be the best thing for them to do in this game, like in Hunter Call the Wild. Create your own multiplayer, invite your own friends, or limit it to however many players you want. And then you can kick people as you want, or whatever. That's a nice catfish. 12-pounder, yes, that's a beauty. And something's going on with this game. Sometimes the clock will count backwards real fast. So I kind of went up here today and got that. That was a pain in the ass getting up there. So it's starting to get dark now on the game. But I don't know if I'm going to catch that gold rainbow or not. There is a goldfish I got to catch somewhere down in here. I got to go down here and find all them dang things. But I would love to stay here and just catch a gold rainbow. Incredible honky. Let's see where he's at. I think that's him. Yeah, that is a good place. You know, right here is where I caught my 12-pound walleye. My gold walleye right here. So yeah, that is a good place in this little river here. An excellent place to catch walleye or minnows. If you use minnows, you're going to catch a lot of nice fish. And if you use the big size fish, bobber, bait, yeah, you're going to catch a lot of fish. Now, if it gets real dark, I can always go to the, like this will be the next one I do. See, it's on the lower map. I like to do that. Gold rank orange. That's easy to catch now that I got the equipment. Just stop right down there and go straight up the hill. Of course, I'm here. Ruby Ridge is cool. Gold rank sunfish is very tough. Bronze rank mountain fish is kind of tough. That can be kind of tough. That whitefish, that can be tough. That catch a silver bluegill, or that is very tough. Well, you know, they like sun, so they're not biting, are they? Let's bring him in just a little bit. See if anything happens. Getting late too. So our lake trout, where are they? Let's go see our challenge board there and see if that lake trout challenge is still on here. Let's see if we got a catch. Maybe I already caught it. Maybe I already did it. There it is, silver rank fish. I think that fish is right here. Is there anybody down there? Well, no, there ain't. So first, let's go get us a number 5 spinner. Or a spoon. I can use a 5 spoon, can't I? Yeah, I'll just use a 5 spoon. See, I use a spoon sometimes. I think that's the best thing to use with that bait caster. Cast that sucker up. Let it hit the bottom, man. Then just reel up real slow from the dock. So first you got to find the location, which you hear that whistling? That means you got something here. See that right overhead? I didn't grab it. When you hear that whistling, that's when you have a collectible around. That sound. so listen for that anywhere you go. So we're going to catch us a silver ring fish, lake trout. Okay, we're not going to do it on that rod. We're going to pull out our trusty bait caster, because I know he's got the guts to catch it. And, oh, you mean I don't have a spoon? No way. So I'm going to use a 6 spinner, I guess. Well, that's just peachy. So we're just going to let that baby sink to 65 feet depth. Just let that baby go. Just let it sink to 6 feet. Let it sink to the bottom. Then we're just going to set it on one. We're going to reel. We're going to reel it up. When it hits the bottom, we're just going to start reeling up. Rolling up our slack. So just start reeling it up. Just like that. Just start reeling it up steady on one. See, the thing about this, you can't reel it. There he is. There's my silver. Oh yeah. Yeah, that is a lake trout. That is definitely a lake trout. When you see it getting in the red like that, let's wear him out a little bit. Just play him a little bit. You'll wear him out. You'll win in the long run if you just keep him in that line. You keep him coming. Just keep reeling. Don't go into the red too much. When it gets dark red, you're about ready to break. He's already wore out quick. I like it when he's holding on like that. You're wearing him down. Now when he gets to the top, he's going to fight like crazy. This is a big trout. He's diving deep. I think he's wearing down now. He's still struggling. He's a nice lake trout. Yeah, he's coming up now. Oh no. Man, he's still got some strength. He's not quite ready. He's coming, but he's not ready, is he? He could break the line, so be careful with this one. Oh yeah, he's a dandy. And he's big, guys. I can see he's big. Hold it. Yes, got him. That is a monster lake trout, 17 pounds. A 205 credit. That is a monster, man. Wow. 17-pound line on a 22-pound sit rod. Wow. That was a tremendous fun catch. I mean, that is a big fish. I have caught lake trout before. That surpassed it by 9 pound 33. That is a silver lake trout, my friends. That is a heck of a fish. That was fun. That was really, really fun. 100 credits for finishing that. So here's the thing, we can just do that one. We can do that again. I love catching the lake trout. If I got a system that can handle them, hey, I don't mind doing it again. Because, hey, that's tremendous XP, and that's where you can make all your cash back. Look, I'm already up to 900 bucks again. You know, look at the XP I got there. I catch another lake trout like that, I'll be level another 100 bucks, another level, probably almost level 26. So we hit the bottom, just start reeling it up. Usually when you hit them, you'll hit them around 40 some feet. The yellow will be on 40 feet, I notice, when they strike. If you're going to get a strike, it'll be around 40 to 40 feet, not past 40 feet. 46 seems to be the number I see all the time. 40's right here. Like right here's the area that you usually get nailed. That's been my experience. But hey, they can hit you anytime, man. So I mean, they can hit anytime you want. My rod's set up for heavy fish too. That was a lot of fun, man. I need like 10-pound more line. I want a braided 55-pound, 100-pound line, man. Then I would go after Big Larry, you know it? You know what I mean? I don't think I got the tackle to take out one of these big silver barus, but hey, I've caught a lot of them silver burbots on 7. Look, he caught a bronze lake trout. I think mine beat the whole mess. So I enjoyed that, man. At least I got to do that on stream, you know? I really am so glad to do that on stream for you all. You know, this is Anger, Rue players. So I guess it'd be nice to have voice activated where you can tell people, hey, if you don't mind, give me a little space there so I can, maybe they need to add a tab in there. Give me some space, man. If you don't mind, you're intruding in my hunt. You know, by law, if you go on public land and you interfere with someone, you can actually get in deep trouble harassing other hunters. There's laws in Ohio here. If you're hunting on public land or known land and you start harassing other hunters by getting too close to them and you know they're there, or fishermen, it's called harassment of hunters. You can get fined for it. And that's how it ought to be. I remember trout fishing up there at the lake, and you start catching fish, and people all, I remember just see her and smell her and her husband smoke, and I don't smoke, and I sitting there gagging because they're smokers. They don't have to sit right on top of me, man. Just move down the bank about 10 feet, 15 feet. You don't have to sit right on top of me. They stuck trout up at Fork and Run there a few years back, and I never will forget that. That was a pain in the neck. That person just sat there by me and started chumming, throwing corn out. I said, "What are you doing?" She goes, "We're chumming in the fish." I said, "You know that's against state law to chum the fish in." Look at that big monster. Did you see that? That's one of them barus. One of them big barbots. So let's put on a smaller, I think we can put on a smaller spinner and do a little better with that than barbots. Probably catch a few more trout too. Let's let it sink a little bit. I mean, that's how I fish. I mean, I caught some nice fish in here before. We even had a strike here. I see him jumping. They're not wanting to hit my pole. There was something darting. There he is. Pretty nice. Nah. Can't hardly tell what they are with this new line because I'm not used to this 22 pound. So it's just small whitefish, silver whitefish at that. That's funny. Whip her out there. Let's sink a little bit. Let's try for the silver. I got him. One on. That's a pretty nice fish, really. He's really straining that line. Yeah, it's a pretty nice fish, really. Not a real big fish, but he's straining that rod there, as you can see. Yeah, that's not a bad fish. It's a nice silver ore, yeah. Not 81 credits. So yeah. Seems like they're starting to bite at least. The good thing about this rod, you can cover a lot of ground. So let's let that thing sink again, 60 something, almost 60 feet, 40, 50 feet. I mean, they'll tell you where all the hot spots are. If you want to know the truth, they'll tell you where all the hot spots are in the game. That's a decent fish right there. I mean, we could go after tiger muskie. That's not a bad fish, really, considering. Silver ore. Probably give me 40, 50 credits.
Hey, Buckaroo, down on the range if you need me.
Yep, I know. I know, Buckaroo. So let's go to one of my favorite trout streams. So one of my favorite trout fishing spots is right here. I'll just be point blank honest with you. This is one of my favorite trout fishing places to come. I like to use the number 7 and just catch 300 trout in no time. And when I get bored with it, I just move somewhere else. It's starting to get dark in the game, but yeah. This is one place I just love to catch trout. I like bass too, but trout are even funner. I go down here and get right on this rock, right here. And there's coney salmon here too. And how you catch them, so let's see what I got on. I got the 7 on, so that's good. So them coney salmon hate this little trick here. Give it a full cast, let that baby sink, just like you do the lake trout. Then just start reeling it up. Just reel. reel them leveled off. When you get around 1.3 feet or so, when you get around 1.5 or something like that, level off for a few minutes, then let it drop down to 5, and you'll catch them coney salmons. That's how you aggravate them salmon. Like I say, when this gets up to about 1.5, I'll slow down even more, and I just really just like slow it down here. Then I drop it down, then start reeling again. That seems to trigger some of them coney salmon. Then again, may not catch nothing. Yeah, didn't catch nothing there. That's the first time. Usually you can catch everything here, one cast after another. I just got to get used to this bait caster again. Got him, whatever he is. He's a pretty decent fish. I don't know if he is or not. It is a nice bronze cutthroat trout. 40, probably 40, yep. I nailed it right on the head, didn't I? So as far as casting over here, about a half a cast, I figure. Half a cast usually works. Let's reel it up pretty kind of quick. There's a cocaine salmon there. It drives them crazy when you drop it on them. You drop it by them. They're one of them fish, they get really offended. You interfere with their space, they strike it out of anger. And I've caught these trout up to 9 feet, man. 9 feet away from me. That looks like a salmon right there. Ain't catching nothing, are we? Let's see if we can cast it this way. Yeah, we can. That's even good. I didn't know you could do that. I just wanted to try it. Some days it's not good. I mean, when you fish in these places, some days it's good, some days it ain't. Some days just cast egg, spoon. One day, I don't know, some days it's not very cool on here. To me. Oh, that's 3-point blank. Some days it changes. Usually, I ain't kidding you, this place I catch a bunch of trout. But like I say, sometimes just being online has its drawback. told you, catch them right in there to 9 feet. That's a big cutthroat too. That's a nice cutthroat trout. Silver, about 50, 60. Nice. That's a nice fish. So we're right here, man. So let's try something else here. Let's try a different setup. Let's convert my bait caster to that. I'm going to use that because it's a little heavier rod. And we'll use a 17-pound line, and we'll use a... Let's go ahead and use a 6, see what happens. I mean, it's just a 7, but we'll see though. I mean, I like reeling with the spin caster better. The spin caster seems to be a little better to me. See, I can keep that baby going and still moving right at 3.5 feet. It just seems like this thing real, I don't know. I like the spin casters better. If you want to know the truth, I do. It just seems like they reel a lot better, and you have better control of the lure and the speed, and you know, it seems like them fish love it moving a little quicker. See, I just rather slowed down, that thing sunk out of sight. Which is alright. Could be just the gear ratio of the reel. Bring him up now. I kind of like that setup if you want to know the truth. Feels like a real deal, you know? I definitely want a spoon. I don't know why I don't have a spoon. I wonder why I don't have a spoon. Got him. Fish on. So it's a small one, and it could be a coney salmon. It sure looks like one. Yep, I believe so. No, it's a little rainbow. Huh. So nice, man. Nice fish. 45 credits. Beautiful. I like it. I just love this because you can cast. It seems like it casts a lot further, and it's perfect for trout. And that essence alone. I don't know, it just feels like it's a more smoother pole, you know what I mean? Because look, it just seems like it's real and steadier, and it just feels like a little better pole to me. Not a bad fish, not a real bad fish. It's not no giant cutthroat or anything like that. Well, we can go down there and try to catch some tiger muskies, and we'll close it for the stream. Yeah, we'll pull this thing in, get him in. We'll go after some tiger muskies. That's some kind of a trout. Hey, he's fighting there a little bit, ain't he? I don't quite see what he is. I brought him in there, whatever he is. Rainbow, it looked like. Oh, wow, it is a nice bronze rainbow. 5-pounder almost. 72 credits, man. All right, let's go down there and try to catch some of them monster muskies. Now, all I gotta do is go right here where this little fast track travel is. Drop over the dam there, walk down in the water, and start casting that popping lure out there. Jerkbait's good too. Don't get me wrong, a jerkbait's a dandy one to use, and it is good. Crankbaits will work. Myself, I just like the popping lure. I don't know why. But you can use anything you want. I just run down here to where I can about touch the water. Pull this baby out. do that twitchy motion. Drop it on one. Just bring it in about that speed right there. Just keep pulling it, pulling it, pulling it. Boom, got him. It's a muskie too. I guarantee it's a muskie. He's pulling. Probably about a 10. I don't know. It might be a bass. It's going diving deep, so he's probably a northern or muskie. Usually bass will stay on top of the water. Yeah, it's a big muskie. It looks like a snake. Northern, actually, a bronze northern. I didn't think it was a very big fish, but yeah. So let's put on the jerk bait. We're talking the swim bait, but let's put on the jerk bait. It's a number 5. It'll definitely catch muskies. It'll definitely catch muskies. So I just like to let it sink a little bit and reel it. Reel it up kind of fast. Then I just kind of let it swim. Then just reel it up. My grandpa caught walleye and muskie. He always liked the spoon. Nothing's like a spoon. Spoon's got more action than any lure in the world. A lot of people say use the jerk bait for muskies. I don't know. It's a hook size. I mean, it will catch. But let's try a swim bait. It said just constant, so I just love the fact that I can just. I mean, it's sinking like crazy. We'll see what that says. I don't know what it's saying. It's still sinking at, when I pause it. I don't know. I still like the popper, man. The popper is the thing, man. I like that little popper too, man. Look, 122 feet with this pole. You can get some distance. Well, that's what you want if you're going to cover it. And I use this twitching motion the whole way. If I see one cruising out to it, I usually stop it. Hard to see them right now because it's dark, but they're hitting, and that's a dandy. That ain't a bad one. It ain't a good one, but it ain't a bad one either. He's coming right on in, so he ain't that big. About like that bronze northern pike I just caught, but hey, it is a big tiger muskie. That looks like a giant tiger muskie. Wow, 9-pounder. So that's bigger than what I thought it was. It's a silver, but it's a silver tiger musket nonetheless. Hey, we'll take him, you know what I mean? So like I say, I like the popping lure. It's one of my favorite. I just seem to get better. I think the next thing I would like to try to get is try a spoon, because I think they would love the spoon. Just steady reeling, just under the surface, maybe 2-3 feet. But this thing, it won't sink no matter what you do to it. You can stop once in a while. I mean, if you stop every now and then, that's perfect. If you stop every now and then like that, that's okay. You can still set the hook on him. By all means, stop. Frog, you want to stop them every now and then, because that adds to your realism on your frog. So we're getting this one in all the way. Usually, man, I cast this lure, so I usually catch a fish every time. The game, I think the servers are overwhelmed. I think I don't know. Oh wow, so that's a big fish. Caught him real close too. It's a little tiger muskie. It's Northern Pike Silver. Wow, 127 XP, 151 credit. That was a nice 12-pounder right there. That is a beautiful fish. Man, it's probably because I'm not just used to this rod and this heavy line anymore. I mean, I'm still used to that light line. Trying to drag these suckers in, man, having this rod, man, made my days as a muskie fisher in northern easy. I mean, them channel catfish would be nothing to me now. I mean, even them big gold bass, 5-pound, 10-pound bass wouldn't bother me a bit. Even them big walleye over there. If it gets dark and we got time, we'll go over and try to catch some of them walleye on a minnow swim bait. Oh wow, that was a giant muskie. And if I can get that in there and he sees that, let's throw a little harder. Yeah, we're getting into about where he is. I think that is him. Oh yeah, yeah. That's him. I can't even reel. Yep, that's a big one. Remember, I got 22-pound line. Yeah, he's stopping me from reeling. Yeah, that's a dandy. Now he's wimping out on me though. Oh yeah, that's that big muskie I just caught. Come on, big boy. Get your butt up here. Yep. Oh, 12 pounds. That's 2 pound greater than the one I just caught. That's 152 credits. I am a muskie pro. I'm a muskie fisherman pro. I mean, I love to catch golds, but what can I say, my friends? So I like to use a pattern as fishing. I bet you $1 someone's coming to harass me. Do you hear them footsteps? Did you hear that? Yeah, I thought I heard footsteps about me. No, there ain't no one here. Usually what people see you, they can't resist. They got to come and stick their nose in your beeswax and harass and then try to fish over top of you. They're scared to death that someone's catching something they can't catch it. Then the best thing to do is just experiment with the game and just learn how to do it. There's something coming right at it, see? See it right there? I'm going to stop for him just to let him get it. Well, he was coming right at it, but he stopped. He must have seen me, man. That fish must have seen me. I seen him coming right for it like a torpedo, man. Did you see me just... That's probably a muskie. That's typical of muskie behavior. Muskies usually do dart after lures, and when they see someone, they just freeze. Oh yeah, that's not a bad fish, but not a good one. That's not a big fish. And that could be a bass because he ain't diving. Oh, it's a muskie too. That fooled me. He's just a little musky, but he acted more like a bass characteristic than a musky. I have caught bass in here too, believe it or not. I have caught some largemouth in here in the daytime. I think we ought to go up there and try to catch some of them big monster walleye on minnows. What do you think? Let's catch a couple more of these big muskies and bass. They're very fun. I mean, look, I'm already up to past $1,000 already. After spending that 10 grand. I want to build that all back up now before I buy any more poles. And try to figure out how to sell the other ones on here. We don't catch nothing this cast. We might let it move up there. I might make one more cast up through the middle. Yeah, let's make one more cast right up through the middle here. Full cast. Yeah. Let's see if we catch one here. If we don't, we'll move up to the other area. There's one right there. Do you see him right there when I was reeling? I see him every now and then jumping out there and swirling. I like to stop every now and then, just twitch it. Oh, that was a nice muskie right there, just jumped. That was a dandy. That's probably a diamond. That was probably a trophy muskie. I'm really wanting to get up there and try to catch some of them walleye if there ain't nobody there. I see my lure coming in top of the water right there. Yeah, so, alright. Yeah, there don't seem to be no one there, so let's go over there and try to catch some walleye. I did catch a diamond sauger here, so yeah, we'll just make a few casts. Well, we won't cast, we'll just try to catch some, we'll just try to make some, so it's dark, so someone's probably messing with the stinking time. I don't know how these modders are messing with the time and stuff. I wish they would stop it because they're really a pain in the you know what. I do not care for hackers. You know, people say hackers are cool. Yeah, they're cool, all right. They're a cool pain in the rear end. So I'm going to use a 5, and I'm going to use a minnow. We're going after big fish, my friends. Big fish. So we're going after some big old fish here. I see big fish right there. That's a big sauger right there, actually. You know we catch a fish on this, it's going to be big. Minnow. He's going for it. We'll go to the, maybe we'll go to the smaller hook, like 7s. That's what I caught the diamond on. All right, let's switch poles. Let's go to my pole and use a jerkbait for a little bit, because you can still catch big northerns and stuff. Oh, the internet quality is bad, so I just lost screen. Alright, I'll probably see y'all later. Thanks for watching.